Going to the types of muscles, there are basically three different types of muscles. They are the three. They are cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and smooth muscle. And we have to study the structural details of these three different types of muscle. As you can see in the image, the cardiac muscles are basically associated with the heart, and the skeletal muscles are called skeletal muscle because they are associated with the bone or skeletal system. And smooth muscles are most commonly found in the intestine or our stomach. So these are the three different types of muscle. First, we will take the case of the first type of muscle that we are going to study is about the cardia, is about the skeletal muscle. About skeletal muscle, this is the skeletal muscle. As you can see the picture of a skeletal muscle, and there is also another picture here which clearly explains how the skeletal muscle will be looking. So in the use of a skeletal muscle, the skeletal muscles are usually associated with the bone or skeletal system. That is why they are known by the name skeletal muscle. And you can see that in the use of a skeletal muscle, usually a skeletal muscle is attached with the bone by means of a structure known by the name tendon. Here in the next picture you can see that. Then the first picture you can see that there is a structure. This is a skeletal muscle, and skeletal muscle will be usually associated or attached to a bone by means of a thread-like structure known by the name tendon. It is by means of this strong rope or thread-like structure, the skeletal muscle will be attached to a bone. So since it is attached to a bone, we call it by the name skeletal muscle. And all skeletal muscles will be having a tendon. It is by means of this structure, these skeletal muscles are usually attached to a bone. Now, another important feature of the skeletal muscle is that most of the time the skeletal muscles are working as an antagonistic muscle, because a muscle can only pull, it cannot push anything. Contract relax, but other than contraction and relaxation, a muscle is not capable of pushing anything. Pulling and the process of skeletal muscle. So all muscles are only capable of pulling something. They are not capable of pushing something. And because of that, the action of muscles are always in an antagonistic manner. Here you can see another picture. Here there is the case of elbow joint. Now in the use of elbow joint, we have two types of muscle. One is bicep muscle. When bicep muscle is contracting, what happens? Our forelimbs will be flexed. The flexing of our forelimbs is by the action of this contraction of bicep muscle. This is this muscle. Now there is another muscle on the underside, and that muscle is known by the name tricep muscle. When tricep muscle is contracted, during the contraction of tricep muscle, the flexing of the arms will become straightened or arms become relaxed. So there are two muscles. First muscle is the bicep muscle. During the contraction of bicep muscle, arms will be flexed. Whereas during the contraction of the other muscle, known by the name tricep muscle, there is another muscle here. During the contraction of that muscle, the arms will be straightened. So this action is done by the name antagonistic action, or muscles always work in an antagonistic way. So that is one important feature of the skeletal muscle. Now, based on that, we have two types of muscle. The muscle that bends the joint is known as a flexor muscle, and muscle that straightens the joint is known as an extensor muscle. So in the use of these bicep muscle and tricep muscle, bicep muscle is a flexor muscle, whereas tricep muscle is an extensor muscle. Why it is known as an extensor muscle? During the contraction of this tricep muscle, arms or forelimbs become straightened, that is, or extended. That is why it is known as an extensor muscle. Bicep muscle is known as a flexor muscle. So in the use of a skeletal muscle always works in an antagonistic manner, and because of that, skeletal muscles are called antagonistic muscle. Antagonistic muscle. Now we will see some more features of the skeletal muscle. In the use of a skeletal muscle, they are usually formed of very long cylindrical cells. Here you can see that this is a structure of a skeletal muscle. Here also you can see they are formed of this is a skeletal muscle. Now inside the skeletal muscle we can find this kind of stuff. They are formed of very long and cylindrical shaped cell. Now another feature of the skeletal muscle is that inside each skeletal muscle several nucleus or several nuclei will be present, and each skeletal muscle will be containing many nuclei. And or it's a multi-nucleated structure is the skeletal muscle usually having that. Now another property of the skeletal muscle is the presence of striation. Striation, here you can see the nature of striation of a skeletal muscle. So there is no picture. Yeah, here you can see that in each skeletal muscle there will be a lot of marking like that. Zebra crossing markings and now. And these markings are known by the name striation. Striation in the varagal and the meaning. So each skeletal muscle can be easily distinguished by the presence of these kind of dark and white patches, or zebra crossing dark and white patches on top. And these patches give it an appearance of a striation. And because of that, skeletal muscles are also known by the name striated muscle. One name is skeletal muscle because it is associated with the skeletal system or bone. Second name is it is also known by the name striated muscle because of the presence of striations. Striations in the this dark and white patches in here, bands in here. We call it by the name striated muscle. So there are two names. One is striated muscle and second name is the skeletal muscle. Now, another feature of the skeletal muscle is that they are voluntary muscle. Voluntary muscle, in the use of this bicep and tricep. We can move the bicep. We can whenever we think. So if we want to extend or flex our arm, we can do it because we have one muscle here and one muscle below our arm. And the action or the working of this muscle is under the control of our brain or under our conscious brain. നമുക്ക് ആഗ്രഹമുള്ള സമയത്ത് കൈ മടക്കാം, ആഗ്രഹമുള്ള സമയത്ത് കൈ നിവർത്താം. നമ്മൾ ബോധപൂർവം ചെയ്യുന്ന അങ്ങനെ ബോധപൂർവം നമുക്ക് കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന മസിൽസിനെ, those muscles which can be controlled at our conscious will are known by the name voluntary muscle. That is, we have a control over those muscles. As we wish or will, according to our wish or will, we can move this muscle, we can control this muscle. So in the case of all skeletal muscle, we have a control over all working of this skeletal muscle by our conscious brain. And such muscles are known by the name voluntary muscle. So that is another nature. So skeletal muscles are striated muscles, skeletal muscles are skeletal muscle, skeletal muscles are also called skeletal striated muscle. They are known by the name voluntary muscle because of the they are under the control of our will. Then another point about skeletal muscle is that these are the fast moving muscle. Out of the three different types of muscle, the most fastest moving muscle or fastest contraction is exhibited by the skeletal muscle. So that is why most of our body are formed of skeletal muscle. They have the fastest action, very quick respond in the skeletal muscle. So and they have a rapid contraction, very fast contraction. Now another thing about the skeletal muscle is the point of insertion and point of origin. And point of insertion, if we look at this picture, if a point of insertion in the parana, this is the point. And this is the point of insertion and point of origin. Or point of origin and point of insertion. This is point of origin. Body point, that will be the point of origin. and other is the other opposite end. That will be the point of insertion. So in the use of this bicep muscle, the part of the muscle that is nearest the body, nearer to the body, is known by the name point of origin, and part that is away or further from the body will be known as the point of insertion. ഇതാണ് ഒരു skeletal. എല്ലാ skeletal muscle എടുത്താലും we can see a point of origin and a point of insertion. So these are some of the basic features of a skeletal muscle. The most important feature is that they are striated muscle and they are voluntary muscle, and they have a multinucleated nature. That is, many nucleus will be present in the cytoplasm. So that is that type of nucleus is also known as syncytium. Syncytium. There is another term called syncytium. Simply means presence of many nucleus in a cytoplasm. If several nuclei are present in a cytoplasm, we call it by the name syncytium. So these are some of the basic features regarding the skeletal muscle. Now we go to the next type of muscle. The next type of muscle is known by the name cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാലും എല്ലാവരും അവിടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ആരും പോയിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ. അടുത്തൊരു ടീച്ചർമാര് കുറെ റിഫ്രഷർ കോഴ്സ് ഒക്കെ അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്ത് അവരോടൊക്കെ വീഡിയോ ഓൺ ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചേക്കാൻ പറഞ്ഞാണ്. നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യണ പോലത്തെ മൈക്ക് കൽമോക്കം ചെയ്ത് വീട്ടിൽ പോയി വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും പതിവ് ചെയ്യാണ്ടിരിക്കാൻ മൈക്ക് ഓഫ് ചെയ്തു, വീഡിയോ ഓൺ ആയിരിക്കണം. അങ്ങനെയാണ് അവരോട് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ വേറെ എങ്ങും പോകാൻ പറ്റില്ലല്ലോ. അതുപോലെ അങ്ങനത്തെ പോളിസിയൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ ആക്കുന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കണേ. ഇതിന്റെ റേഞ്ചൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് കൂടിയിട്ട് വേണം ഈ മൈക്ക് സ്ഥിരമായി വീഡിയോ സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് ഓൺ ചെയ്ത് വെപ്പിക്കണം എന്നുള്ള ഒരു പോളിസി ആക്കാനായിട്ട്. ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഞാനും ആ രീതിയിൽ ആദ്യത്തെ ഓരോ ദിവസം ഒരു 10 പേരോട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 5 പേരോട് വീതം വീഡിയോ നിർബന്ധമായിട്ട് ഓൺ ചെയ്ത് വെക്കണം എന്ന് പറയാൻ പോകാം. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയാകുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവരെയും കാണാമല്ലോ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇപ്പൊ എന്നെ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്, ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളെ കാണുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. കുറെ പേര് ആരാണ്ടിന്റെ ഒക്കെ പോലെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന കുറെ ഫോട്ടോ ഇട്ട് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അവരുടെ ഫോട്ടോയും അവരും തമ്മിൽ യാതൊരു ബന്ധവുമില്ലാത്ത രീതിയിലുള്ള ഫോട്ടോസാണ് പലരുടെ ഫോട്ടോ. ചിലവരെ കണ്ട ഇതൊക്കെ ആരാണെന്ന് പോലും മനസ്സിലാവില്ല. കഷ്ടകാലത്തിന് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഫോട്ടോയിലൊക്കെ എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പൊ ഞാനൊക്കെ ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ഭയങ്കര വെളുത്ത ആളാൻ പോലെ എടുത്തിരിക്കണം. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഫോട്ടോയാണ് എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഫോട്ടോസൊക്കെ വരുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഒറിജിനാലിറ്റി ഇല്ലാത്ത ഫോട്ടോസാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് വീഡിയോയിൽ തന്നെ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത ദിവസം തൊട്ട് ഞാനത് പരീക്ഷിക്കാൻ പോയി. 5 പേര് വെച്ച് ഓരോ ദിവസവും 5 പേർക്ക് ഇതിന് ചാൻസ് കൊടുക്കാൻ പോവാം. ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക്. നിങ്ങൾ എനിക്ക് കാണുകയും ചെയ്യാം, നിങ്ങൾ അവിടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പാക്കുകയും ചെയ്യാം. കേട്ടോ എല്ലാവരും? ആരെയാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കണ്ട. ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഇനിയിപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ തന്നെയാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ കാര്യം, വേറെ വൃത്തിയൊന്നുമില്ല ഇതിൻ്റെ അത്. അപ്പൊ എല്ലാവരും ക്ലാസ്സൊക്കെ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിരിക്കുക. Okay, so we will continue. So going to the second type of muscle, that is a cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles, here you can see the picture of a cardiac muscle. They are associated with the heart. Cardiac, cardiac muscle എന്ന് പറയാനുള്ള പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട കാരണം they are closely associated with the heart. Here you can see the nature of a cardiac muscle. Now here also there are striation, dark patches as well as white patches. But the striation in the cardiac muscle are not as prominent or as visible as in the esophageal muscle. So cardiac muscles are also striated muscle, but they are faintly or poorly striated, but not as strongly striated as in the esophageal muscle. Now another cell is one important feature of a cardiac muscle is that they are concerned with the working of the heart. The function is that it is the contraction and relaxation of the heart. Heart muscles are formed of cardiac muscle, and they mainly control the working of the heart. Now, in the case of a cardiac muscle, they are formed of branching cell. Here you can see that. This is the nature of the cardiac muscle. They are formed of branching cells. Here this is a branching. So this type of branching cells is a characteristic feature of cardiac muscle. Now, between the cardiac muscle, there is a special structure. This structure is known by the name intercalated disc. That is 2 cardiacs. Here also you can see a microscopic structure. This is a diagrammatic view. 2 cardiac cells. At the junction between 2 cardiac cells, there is a plate-like structure or a disc-like structure. This disc-like structure is known by the name intercalated disc. Whereas if you go to the smooth muscle or to the skeletal muscle, you cannot see an intercalated disc. So intercalated discs are only present in the use of a cardiac muscle. So that is a characteristic, unique feature of cardiac muscle. So only in the use of a cardiac muscle, you can find intercalated disc. So intercalated disc is a unique feature of a cap. So if there is a question, what do you mean by intercalated disc? Intercalated discs are simply certain disc-like structure present at the junction between two cardiac cells. So that is one of the important feature of a cardiac cell. Now another feature of the cardiac cell, as I told you, cardiac cells are also striated, weakly striated or faintly striated. Now in the use of cardiac cell, usually we can find one nucleus or two nuclei per cell. So then the another feature is that these are highly branched cells. Here you can see that there is a branching nature. Whereas in the use of skeletal cells, we cannot find this kind of branching pattern. So cardiac cells are highly branched. They possess intercalated disc. Now another feature of the cardiac muscle is that they are involuntary. That is, the action of this cardiac muscle are involuntary. That means we cannot control the working of our heart. ഉദാഹരണമായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഹാർട്ടിന്റെ പ്രവർത്തനം is actually controlled by the cardiac muscle. അപ്പോൾ cardiac muscle എങ്ങനെ പ്രവർത്തിക്കണമെന്ന് തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നത് അത് സ്വന്തമായിട്ടൊക്കെ തീരുമാനിക്കണേ. We don't have a control. അതുകൊണ്ടല്ലേ ഹാർട്ട് അറ്റാക്ക് ഒക്കെ വരുമ്പോൾ ഹാർട്ട് അങ്ങ് നിന്നുപോയി. നമുക്ക് കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പറയണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഉടനെ പറയായിരുന്നു ഹാർട്ട് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് വർക്കിംഗ്. അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് വലിയ കാര്യമുണ്ടോ? ഒരു കാര്യമില്ല. കാരണം നമ്മുടെ കൺട്രോളിലല്ല, അത് അതിന് ഇഷ്ടത്തിനാണ് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നത്. വി കനോട്ട് സേ ഹാർട്ട് നിന്ന് പോകുമ്പോൾ പറയാ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് അഗെയിൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒരു കാര്യമില്ല. നമുക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ഇൻ അവർ കൺട്രോൾ. അതൊരു ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് സിസ്റ്റമാണ്. അതിന് ഇഷ്ടമാണെങ്കിൽ അത് പ്രവർത്തിക്കും. അത് നിന്ന് വേറെ ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടില്ല. നിന്ന് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അപ്പ ചത്തുപോയി എന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചാൽ മതി. അപ്പൊ ഹാർട്ട് മസിലിന്റെ കേസ് അങ്ങനെയാണ്. നമുക്ക് വി ഡോണ്ട് ഹാവ് എനി കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് കൺട്രോൾ. That is why it is known as involuntary. That is the action of the heart muscle or a cardiac muscles are called involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles എന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ അതിനെ പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ involuntary muscles എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? Those type of muscles which we cannot control directly. So those type of muscles which are working without our conscious will. അത് ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് ആയിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ such type of muscles are known by the involuntary. So in the case of cardiac muscle, these are involuntary muscle. Now last point is the speed of contraction. There are three types of muscle. The fastest muscles are the what do you call skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles have the maximum speed of contraction. Here you can see there are three types of muscle. This is the fastest muscle. Next comes the cardiac muscle. Then comes the smooth muscle. So out of the three different types of muscle, we have the cardiac muscles having a medium speed, having a moderate speed. Now cardiac muscles are also formed of uninucleated cell. Most of the cells, whereas in the case of skeletal muscle, each cell will be containing several nucleus. But here it is mostly uninucleated, for one nucleus per cell. And the speed of contraction is moderate, medium speed of contraction. So these are some of the features of a cardiac muscle. Here also you can see a microscopic structure of a cardiac muscle. Now in the use of a cardiac muscle, this is the another. Then here you can see the intercalated disc. They are showing the intercalated disc. Then the cytoplasm of the cardiac muscles are exhibited here. The big striations are also, you can see between. This is the intercalated disc. This one is the intercalated disc. I don't think you may be able to see it clearly in your mobile. Now each cardiac muscle will be having a single nucleus. See here you can see the intercalated disc, a proper. So these are the structural details of a second type of muscle known by the name cardiac muscle. Now we go to the third type of muscle. Going to there is one more picture of the cardiac muscle. Here you can see that this is the cardiac muscle. Nucleus of a cardiac muscle is here. The banding pattern is clearly shown here. This is the thin band, and this is the thick band. One is a dark band, other is a light band. And and between the at the middle of the dark light band there is a line called Z line, about which we will study in the next class. But for the time being, just understand this is there are three types of muscle: cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, and the skeletal muscle. Now going to the smooth muscle, here you can see a picture of the smooth muscle. Smooth muscles are fusiform cells. So going to the fusiform cells, in the use of fusiform cells, the both ends will be pointed. That is why they are also fusiform. Both ends are pointed. So that is one nature of the smooth muscle. Both ends will be pointed. Another feature of the smooth muscle is that they will be containing only one nucleus. That is uninucleated. Going to the cardiac muscle, we say it contains either one nucleus or two nucleus. But in the use of skeletal cells, we are telling that they are multinucleated. Several nuclei will be there. But that is not the case of the smooth muscle. They contain only one nucleus. Another feature is the presence. They are non-striated. Non-striated means in the use of a cardiac muscle, you can see there is a striation. This is a dark patch. This is a light patch. In the use of skeletal muscle also, we can find this kind of striation. But here we are not seeing any kind of striation. There are no light patches or dark patches. So that is why they are not a non-striated muscle. Non-striated muscle. So the skeletal muscles are non-striated in nature. And another feature is they are involuntary. The meaning of the word involuntary means we cannot control the action of this smooth muscle. That is, they are working according to they are working automatically. There is no control from our brain, especially from our conscious brain. So according to our wish or desire, we cannot control the action of this smooth muscle. And smooth muscles are mainly present in the walls of blood vessel, in the walls of our stomach, and in the walls of our intestine. These are the three areas where we can find the maximum concentration of the smooth muscle. So we don't have any kind of control on the working of our stomach, or on the working of our intestine, or on the working of our blood vessel. Our stomach digest ചെയ്യണം. ഇപ്പോൾ കുറച്ച് ഭക്ഷണം ഞാൻ കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഒരു 8 മണിക്കൂറും ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി എന്നൊന്നും നമ്മൾക്ക് പറയാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. അത് അതിൻ്റെതായ രീതിയിൽ അതങ്ങ് ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അതുകൊണ്ട് സ്റ്റമക്കിന്റെയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിന്റെയോ പ്രവർത്തനത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് ഒരു കൺട്രോളും ഇല്ല. അബ്സല്യൂട്ട്ലി നോ കൺട്രോൾ. അത് അതിന്റെ പൂർണ്ണമായും അതിന്റെ രീതിയിലാണ് അത് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ മര്യാദക്കുള്ള ഭക്ഷണമൊക്കെ കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് സുഖമായിട്ടങ്ങ് പ്രവർത്തിക്കും. തോന്നണ പോലെ ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതും തോന്നണ പോലെയൊക്കെ പ്രവർത്തിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് കാരണം ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ ഗ്യാസും മറ്റു പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ഒക്കെ സ്റ്റമക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. ഇതിനകത്ത് ഒരു കൺട്രോളും നമുക്കില്ല. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് വൈ വി ആർ കോളിംഗ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ സ്മൂത്ത് ഇൻവോളണ്ടറി. ദർ ഇസ് നോ കൺട്രോൾ. നൗ അനദർ ഫീച്ചർ ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് they have a slowest muscle. Slow ആണ്. Out of the three different types of muscle, the fastest is the skeletal muscle. Moderate, medium speed എന്നുള്ളത് cardiac muscle ആണ്. ഏറ്റവും സ്ലോ ആയിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. The slowest muscle is the smooth muscle. കാരണം സ്റ്റൊമക്കിന്റെ ഒക്കെ പ്രവർത്തനത്തിന്റെ രീതി അത് സ്ലോ ആയിട്ട് ഒരു വേവ് ലൈക്ക് പാറ്റേൺ ഓഫ് കോൺട്രാക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ആ വേവ് ലൈക്ക് പാറ്റേൺ ഓഫ് കോൺട്രാക്ഷൻ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഈസോഫാഗസ് ഒക്കെ എടുത്തത്, there is a wave like pattern of contraction which we call by the name peristalsis എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. Peristalsis. So in the use of smooth muscle, there is a very slow wave-like pattern of contraction which we call by the name peristalsis, and these smooth muscles are mainly present on the wall of the stomach, intestine, and blood vessel. Now, in the use of this smooth muscle, they do not have. Here you can see a picture of a smooth muscle. They have these are the nucleus, and here you can see the association is something like that. This is a diagrammatic view. So there is no branching. Here also there is no branching. Each is a separate cell. Whereas in the use of cardiac cell, we can see a characteristic branching, and between each and at the junction of each cell, between the junction of two cells, we can find a disc-like structure. Here also there is no such structure. There is no intercalated disc. So smooth muscles are known by the name smooth muscle because they do not have a striation. Their both ends are pointed. They do not have a disc-like structure known by the intercalated disc, as in the case of cardiac muscle. So these are some of the features of the smooth muscle. So going to the three different types of muscle, we have cardiac muscle in the heart, smooth muscle in the intestine and stomach and blood vessel, and we have the skeletal muscle. And skeletal muscles are forming the majority of the muscle. If you take the body weight of a person, around 40% of the body weight of a person is composed of muscle. It's the muscle weight. ബാക്കിയൊക്കെ വെള്ളവും മറ്റു വാട്ടറാണ് ബാക്കി ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So muscles are forming an important part out of the majority of the muscle. If you take the body total quantity of the muscle, skeletal muscles are constituting the majority. They're followed by the smooth muscle and followed by the cardiac muscle. ഇത്രയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ സെക്ഷനിൽ പറയാനുള്ളത്. ബാക്കിയുള്ളത് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ, അതായത് സ്ട്രക്ചർ ഓഫ് മസിൽ, അത് നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഇടയ്ക്ക് തുടങ്ങി വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എങ്ങും എത്തില്ല. സ്ട്രക്ചർ ഓഫ് മസിൽസ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ എടുക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്.